Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to episode 72 of the Prosperous Yogini Podcast. So for those of you with children, you'll know right now in my world, it is half time. So this is a mini-sode, and it's definitely a mini-sode because I have pre-recorded it already. It's another snippet from day one of the Confident Yogi CEO. So on day one, we did energy is everything. If you haven't already, go back to last week's episode and listen to that. And then at the end of that session, I led everyone through a short seated meditation that allowed us to connect to the earth, to ground ourselves, to get rid of any energy that wasn't our energy, that wasn't serving us, and then draw that energy up into the center. And then from there, we don't just stop there, we connect above the head space, and connect to the energy of source, universal intelligence, our higher self, whatever you want to call it. And we draw that energy down and utilize both those energies to connect to our inner wisdom, our intuition, our higher self, our guidance, whatever you want to call it. You know it's there. It's that voice that says this. It's that voice that when you follow, you're like, I'm so glad I listened to my gut instinct. Yeah, I'm so glad I took aligned action. And this is getting in energetic alignment, because here we get into a connection to source, a connection to our inner wisdom, a connection to universal intelligence, what we are being guided to do, what we came here to do, stepping into our soul purpose. We've got to shift through. We know this, shift through the noise of the mind stuff, shift through the veils that may be stopping us from seeing what it is we're truly wanting to do. And when we're in that thinking space of, oh, should I do this and should I do that? And I'm not sure about this. And that is the thinking space. That is a place where actually you're not in energetic alignment and you're not necessarily going to make the right decision. So when something's hard, when you're unsure, when you're not sure what your next steps are, stepping back. This is what we teach our students. Step back, connect to the breath, have a moment of stillness. This is not a long episode. It takes about just under 5 minutes to do this. What happens if I did this every day? What happens if I just gave myself a place of stillness and silence every day to just tune in and get tapped in to what it is I'm meant to be doing. So this is just a short mini-sode of my higher self, I'm calling it higher self activation, higher self meditation. Now, before I leave you with that, I want to remind you that you are not meant to be doing this alone. Okay, and you don't have to. You can bring me onto your team to support you. Have a look at the links below. You can see how you can work with me one-to-one, and you can also see the details of my group mentorship program, the Prosperous Yogini mentorship program. If the doors currently aren't open, get yourself on the name for the wait list. And if you'd like to work with me one-to-one, have a look at what's currently available and get in touch. All right, my darlings, enjoy this higher self meditation, and I will see you all after half term. So let's just come to that comfortable seat. Close the eyes and soften the gaze down. And just come into your breath. And see if you can just tap into the inhalation, tap into the exhalation, tap into the what if. So what if I am just this little energy being, this little energy body? Actually, I know this because I talk to my students about this all the time. And there's all these things that can dim our energy, these beliefs, these thoughts, both internal and external. And removing them doesn't happen overnight. But if you're sat on the earth, feel your pelvis connect to the earth. If it's the feet, feel the feet connect to the earth. So feet or pelvis ground down. As you root down through the feet, root down through the pelvis, feel that corresponding lift. Now, we talk about root to rise all the time as yoga teachers. I want you to think about this as energy. I root down, I connect to this earthy energy. What do I know about the root chakra? What do I know about the earthy energy that I talk about? Gravity. that it's supportive, that it's stable, that it's strong and steady, that it can support me even if I wobble. And as you root down through either your feet or pelvis, however you're sat, and you draw this energy up into the pelvis, feel the heart center lift, feel the throat center open. Confidence. When we're confident, we carry ourselves a certain way. We allow the space for energy to flow. So what we teach our students this all the time. So as you feel the heart center lift, the throat center lift, take your attention to the energy above the head. I'm going to just suggest that this is just source, galactic energy of the universe, whatever you want to call it, or just something magical that you're not sure what it is, and we don't need to give it a name. But it's feel an energy above you, just above the head, and then draw that energy down into the throat, down into the heart. And now we've got these two energies running in our body. We've got earthy, grounding energy rising up through the feet, through the pelvis to the heart. And then we've got this energy above us, the energy of the universe, the energy of source, drawing down from the head down to the heart. And they just meet each other. And just feel these two energies. The energy of the earth, the energy of the universe, and then the energy of you. And just in this place, whether you're open to the what if, I'm just going to say, I am a badass yoga boss. And then I'm going to invite you to think of something else. So I am a badass yoga boss, and I'm needed. I am a badass yoga boss, and my tribe is blessed to do yoga with me. I am a badass yoga boss, and I can make money from my gifts. I am a badass yoga boss. And just let whatever comes through be there. And then just bringing your attention away from whatever came up. And if nothing came up or if it wasn't very positive, it's okay. You're just going to have to practice. The eyes are closed, just opening the eyes.